Need to hear one of our shows again? We've got them on podcast. Go to fmmoneytalkradio.com. Scroll down to Podcast on Demand. Pick your show, and it's on. Podcast on fmmoneytalkradio.com.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Friday afternoon. I cannot believe
Blinded by the light, I tell
that
you.
January, well, I can't even see.
Huh?
There's so much light in here. I know you're out there somewhere. Somebody bring me some dark glasses. Holy smokes.
Cheap
what is
sunglasses.
it? The sun decided to show up today.
You've been getting a tan these days. We got the new beast, and we
I
got to
got
light up the
sunburn.
studio lights.
You know what we do is we got to get new type of lights because I feel like I know there's people out there. I know Summer's out there somewhere. Summer, are you there?
Summer, winter, fall. Yeah, she's here.
And Dry Ice is in the studio audience somewhere. Mr. January. Who's that?
Russ
Yes,
Johnson
Russ
in the
Johnson.
house.
We'll put him on the white sofa.
Awesome.
I cannot believe that January is done.
I was just thinking about that. In the back, I saw a poster that you and I were on for another show from July. Can you believe that was all the way July when we sat and did that other show, Florida Love Show?
So is this like an after effect of the virus? It just speeds up time?
Or maybe we're just getting older. I don't even know what to tell you. But
You're getting
yeah.
older.
We.
So let me get this right. I can't see, so I lost my sight. And then I'm getting older, so I can't hear.
Huh? No.
Really?
Really. Happy Friday to you, though. What a great week. I'm
depressed.
I feel a lot more rejuvenated.
know Summer.
I had a morning. We got to regroup. Ask Dear Abby was back. So for love, relationship, and courting advice leading to marriage, we had Ask Dear Abby. Abby Awatasu Slick. Nice job.
I was
You
listening to that
and
show.
PBS and the crew.
I was shocked.
They did nice.
All of a sudden, everybody's getting married.
PBS said he used the love word. Love
This
is
guy
in the
wants to
air
get
for you.
married. That guy
Digit
wants to
City.
get married. What is wrong with you guys?
Valentine's Day. No better way to kick off Valentine's Day
Wow.
in January.
Did you see that move? Did you see what he just did? He tripped over a woman. Wow. As he flattens her down,
I gotta
she's
tell
like,
you, I'm so
oh.
glad I'm not a guy because boy brain for me is like, just can't even. Teddy's working very hard.
Don't you feel bad that guys have to hunt?
I do feel bad
And
for
the
you
game has
guys.
gotten more tricky.
Tracy, don't you feel bad for them?
I agree.
What did she say?
I like that.
What is it, what?
Dumb and smelly.
Really?
Guest bartender in the house, Miss Tracy, new mom in the house. She's got her own bar set up. She goes, as it should be. Where's my bar back, she says.
Where is she?
She's all the way in the back.
Oh, there she goes.
She's in the abyss. She's looking for
Boys
some bling.
are smelly.
We got some new things for Robin and you to bling. We've got Summer Peep in the house from Lost
Did you hear what
Harbor.
she said? Boys are smelly.
We got Wayne Henry of Dignity Memorial, Southeast
Wow.
Florida. Russ Johnson's in the house. New business on Main Street. Steve Gubb is joining us on the 1 o'clock hour.
Now, Russ, I know Russ. What I know you about 6 years now? At least, right?
Yeah.
And Russ Johnson, I don't know if you've seen, but Teddy put a new open. Remember that open that I did about 6 years ago?
Yeah.
It's about to be 86. She says, that is the worst thing I've ever seen, so that's gone.
She didn't quite
And she
say
has
that.
a brand new open that is fantastic, and that's going to be going as well.
Great,
And,
great.
and you know, this guy, he has a history. I mean, this guy's been involved at the beginning of time with Oprah, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Open and I worked together in
produce-
1972.
You produced a show.
Huh?
1972. Wow.
Yeah, in Baltimore when she was just getting started in radio and television. She was in the news. She was a newscaster, and then they took off the news and gave her talk radio, and the rest is history.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And then you went on to do something in Washington, no? Some kind of show?
Yeah, I was at WBAL TV 11 as a newscaster, and which is close to her. And then I went on and finished a couple degrees and went to Washington, D.C. and started teaching at Howard University and then working with National Public Radio and Pacifica Radio in D.C.
And the nice thing about Russell is that Russ talks about how the kids nowadays coming out of school have opportunities to earn a living. Because he's earned a living, I'm going to tell you something, this guy has earned a living.
Russ ages backwards.
I'm
He's
sorry.
found the
You
fountain-
age backwards.
the fountain of youth.
68 backwards.
I know.
Yeah.
How you do it. Unbelievable. 68 backwards. I know.
68 backwards. I mean, look at this guy. This guy runs marathons and everything else. This guy? This is the
You
man.
know, you want some advice on Digit City Slick, you got to talk to Mr. Johnson over there.
Oh, he'll give you the zip code.
He's been around for a little bit of time.
A little bit.
A little bit of time.
And Russ has his show on Monday nights every other week at the WNN studios, and he was kind enough to bring Teddy in to do the host job in there. And there's some major stuff going on behind the scenes with Dennis from Canada, and I'm glad that you're here today because we're going to make that phone call today. But you're talking about changing the landscape. What's about to happen is too good to believe, to be honest with you, and it's huge. So I'm glad that Russ showed up today because I wanted him to be part of that growth. It's a new year. You know, we're going to turn up the heat. We're going to turn it on.
Yeah.
We got dry ice in the house. We got Lost Harbor. We got Gubba, which is waiting in the wings somewhere back there. He's already screaming on my phone.
Teddy, I want to lighten up Russ's exposure. We got a lot going on, and Wayne and I have a big announcement to make.
You.
Wayne and I have a big announcement to make, and apparently, Wayne, people already know. Because I said, I know. I go, how do you know already? And they said, I don't know. Somebody told me. I go, who was here to even tell you?
How do they know?
I don't know how they know, but that little blonde birdie that you spoke to the other day already had the info. She had the intel.
I don't know how that happened.
But you know who I mean.
I have no idea.
The intel who wants the squeeze.
Oh, you're kidding me.
She already knew.
Oh, yeah, because he told her.
They already knew. And I always say, you and I, we talk the talk, but we need to walk the walk that we talk all the time. And we fully support all of our sponsors. And yes, we have a tough job because we have a bartender and we get to drink Lost Harbor and Gubba every Friday. So yes, somebody has to try everything else that comes in here. But I also sat down with Wayne and I put my plan with Dignity Memorial in place on Monday afternoon.
Yeah, you're all set, Dawn.
And I have to tell you, can I tell you it was pleasant? It actually was, because I knew once I signed those documents that, heaven forbid, I had walked out of this place on Monday afternoon. I knew my kids didn't have to worry about anything. I knew that deposit I made with you and the insurance policy that will cover it, heaven forbid I don't pay it and something happens to me, that everything that I wanted is in place. They even have money for a caterer. So, and here's a bartender, but all kidding aside, everything was put in place, from flowers to my wishes to where it would be. And
we're going to do bling. We've got notes about what you want for your celebration of life. We've got money for catering. We've even got the butterfly release.
I actually added a butterfly release into my service. I know.
Yeah. So
we didn't add the dove because the doves and the butterflies don't always play nice in the sky. So we went for the butterflies. Teddy said she will come in a hazmat suit. I'm not joking, but we kind of are making light, because these are the things that I love, and hopefully I live to 95 years old, and maybe people won't remember what I loved when I made these plans, but this is what I want when I wanted it.
Yeah, hopefully 30, 40 years in advance, Dawn. You hope you're a young, vibrant, healthy woman, so we don't plan anything anytime soon to happen, but who knows?
But it's all in place, and I
was
have to tell you,
was it a big financial burden for you?
No. I think it's $141 a month.
Yeah. So it's less than $150, and heaven forbid something were to happen sooner than later, the insurance kicks in and pays the balance. So there's nothing.
That includes the insurance. And if you have the money to pay it in full, you don't need the insurance. That was like a third of what it is. So that goes down by a third. But $150 a month sooner that my family is taken care of. My kids don't have to do anything except show up. For me, that was a huge relief off of my back, and I know you did it last year. And we talk about this every Friday, and I thought, how can I actually ask our audience to do this if I don't do it? And I truly believe in everything that Dignity offers. So it was just a matter of getting over that hurdle and finally saying, Wayne, Monday afternoons are good, let's do it. And we did it all.
Yeah, thank you, John. I enjoyed doing
you.
that with you. It's my job to kind of put that plan together that fits the person and their family. So we've done that. I
got to tell you, the coffin was a bit interesting, but you found one that you go, you wouldn't want this, would you? And I went, yeah, that's actually the one I want. And you said, it is? I said, yeah, it's white with angels. So I can't think, between the white with angels and the butterfly release, money for a caterer and a bar and bling. I mean, if that doesn't say who I am right now sitting here working with you, then I can't really imagine what else is. Yeah. And this comes with me, so.
Yeah, so
you take the camera, I take my wand.
Set up what you wanted, and there's flexibility in there. So in the future, again, we're talking hopefully 30, 40 years. If you end up moving out of the area, your plan that you've put in place today at 2020 prices, because 2021 prices haven't kicked in yet.
Which is why we did it, right?
That will hold for however long it is, and it will be honored throughout our network. So if you end up moving to another state or whatever, anything you've purchased will transfer. And we're going to tour some of the cemeteries and make a choice there as well. That is also transferable. So even if you purchase a cemetery space and you end up moving, we can honor like for like at any of our other cemeteries as well.
And I think part of the impetus was, I know we've talked about it and we had planned for it, and there are massive amounts of deaths with COVID. As with a lot of increase in people that are passing away from cancer. A friend of mine from high school passed away Saturday night, and another friend posted it. And I thought, wow. And I only hope that she had put something in place, because she's not married, she doesn't have children, which meant now her mom had to do all of this. And I thought, I don't want anyone to have to, heaven forbid there's a diagnosis like that, that you're running and scrambling to put this in place amongst everything else. I didn't want to have to do that, and then I didn't want them to have a sudden call, oh, this happened to mom, now you have to do it. So I really feel this great sense of relief. It wasn't scary, it wasn't overwhelming. You actually were out at a meeting. Wayne and I did it, and it was a quiet day, and it's done for $150 a month. Truly, it's what we pay for insurance for this place a month.
You know, but the emphasis here is not what that folder is going to do. That's a given, you know, and that gives you a sense of tranquility, because it is what it is, right? But it's everything you leave behind. It's the responsibility. You know, it's funny. I think I texted you the other day. I never got to say goodbye to my brother, my mother, or my father. Never got to say goodbye. Yeah. They all died. They were away from me. I wasn't in the room. They didn't die. They died suddenly. And that's always haunted me. And it isn't so much about burying them, and you go to the grave sites and all that, but it was the time that I had to do it, because everybody else broke down around me, and nobody was thinking straight. And nobody was thinking about, you know, how much is it going to cost? Nobody. And dignity was there for me, you know. I mean, my mother died during the hurricane in Puerto Rico, and my dad died a couple of years later. My brother died suddenly in New York City in the Bronx at a movie theater. And I had to put together all of these coffins, and I don't know how to do that. I don't know a color from a coffin or anything else. So that envelope is your tranquility, but it's everything. It isn't talking about death. You know, some people wrote to me and said, you know, Wayne comes on and I feel so sad. It isn't about that. It's about the responsibility of getting things done. My kids, they sort of talk to me now and go, oh, okay, Dad, whatever you want now, of course, it's taken care of.
But it's interesting, because it's this fear of thinking, oh my goodness, what's it going to cost?
What are we going to do with you?
And then you showed me the prices for cremation, because I know some other people are interested in that. And that was a fraction of the price of this for simple cremation.
Yeah, so we talked before, you know, somebody else who wants to get just the basics in place, maybe they're considering cremation, you know, we can at least do the basics. It was like, what, less than 30 bucks?
$36 a month?
A month or something, you know, to get the basics in place.
What do you do with the with the ashes when you cremate somebody?
Yeah, so a lot of people are, you know, they don't make those decisions, and when we're always meeting with people who are putting cremation plans in place, we say, look, please decide what you want your final resting place to be. Don't leave that burden to your family as well. Whether it's going to be interred in a cemetery, you're going to scatter, you're going to put a Neptune reef. Don't say it's going to be, you know, I'll let the kids worry about it, because and think 50 or 100 years down the road, you know, distant relatives who never met you are not going to have pride of place on the mantle. It's end up going to be in the trash.
And then you think about what the price increase is. I mean, you had actually amortized it all out for what I contracted for on Monday, compared to if I go by how many years I'm supposed to live based on my age.
We use the Social Security mortality tables.
It was going to triple in price.
Yeah, it was.
It was going to be, if heaven
40,
forbid,
I think
I
it was
lived to 83, right?
Over $40,000
over
or something.
$40,000 if it gets paid for when I'm 83. And that's
That's
right
expected.
now with
That's
that.
average cost of inflation, or average inflation, about 4.5%.
That's a lot of money.
So you know, it makes sense in every level. So really encourage everyone, meet with us, even if you don't put the arrangements in place. Which if you look at, you know, financially, it makes a lot of sense. But at least have a plan in place. At least let it be known to your family. If something were to happen to you unexpectedly, what would you want to be done? And then ideally, you'd at least get the basics in place, so at least they're not scrambling when something's happened to you unexpectedly. Ringing around trying to make arrangements is not nice. At least those major decisions are in place. But ideally, do like you did, Dawn. You say, look, I'm gonna have a party. I'm gonna have the butterflies. I'm gonna have the bling. I've got money for catering.
You know what? It was
It's
really
all there.
liberating that I did it, and Chuck's not ready to do it, and that's okay. But it was one of those things where I felt I'm not going to wait for his approval, or my parents don't want to talk about it. I have to do this for me. And one of the things I've learned that we get to do as women empowerment is you got to do what feels right in your heart for your family and your children when it feels right. And I didn't want to say shoulda, woulda, coulda. Should have done it, Wayne. I really should have done it. Or heaven forbid something happened. I'm looking down at everyone going, man, I really should have sat down with Wayne that Monday and done that. I don't have those regrets anymore. So it is in place. It is so easy. I can't press upon you. You were here for an hour and a half, and we sat and talked probably for 30 minutes. In an hour, just have the conversation. You don't have to commit to anything, but I guarantee you feel a whole lot better, not even worrying about it, knowing it's taken care of. And it doesn't even have to be as much as mine was, because I have insurance in place. You can just pay it off and be done.
Yeah, so we've got the insurance plan with you. Thought that was important, just in case something happens to you unexpectedly. It's not going to be a burden for your kids. We can do it without the insurance, just paying 0% interest, up to 7 years if we're doing it without the insurance. So we can do it that way as well. And I run through the different options of people and help them decide. So they can put the basics in, just the basics in place. So at least that's there. Or you can do the whole shebang, all the bells and whistles if you want. With that protection.
You can always change it. You can change your mind also. I can add doves if I ever want to add the doves to it. I can add some more blings, and I can hire a bartender. I remember sitting with you and I go, Wayne, do you think there's enough money in the caterer for here? You think there's enough money for the rabbi? This was the conversation I had. He says, why do you want to give me more money? I said, because I want to make sure everything's covered. And he says, you know what? You're good right now.
So you're going to cater this for the rabbi?
Well, no, you want to pay the clergy.
What's on the menu?
I don't know yet. It depends what's in vogue when I pass.
Is there steak? Do I bring a knife?
I just want to make sure there's a bar and there's chocolate,
Better be a bar.
because
Gotta be a
really
bar.
that's what I'm about, and that
So
is
all
what
of
we
our
put in there.
all of our products, all of our services, all of our merchandise are locked. Once they're in the pre-arrangement, they're locked and can never go up in price. So that's the priority, putting in the pre-arrangement. Money to go towards clergy, third parties. So clergy, food, flowers. You can put money in your contract, and that just gives money to your family to use at the time, but we can't lock in those future prices of
And I kind
food
of
and things
equate it
like
to
that.
when your
So-
kids go to college. You do the Florida prepaid, and you put the money for dorm and college, and then there's like this food plan, this blanket money that just goes into an account. And I'm not trying to sound remiss or making light of it, but if you're trying to equate it to something that's easy for you to understand, I paid off my kids' college from when they were born. They used the things they needed to, then there was extra money put into another fund. They were able to go through the meal plan, go shopping, do the money they needed. That was easily in my mind to equate it to, and I think that's probably one of the reasons it made it so easy for me. It was a relatable option in my brain on how I did this with the kids also.
What the kids say?
Easy. I didn't tell my kids. Because you know what? It's like saying I got a will. But my good friend I was talking to, she's an estate attorney. I said, I have to tell you what I did. She goes, I know, I heard already. I said, how did you hear? She said, however, she didn't remember. She said, but I'm really happy that you did that. She said, I'm so proud of you, because now that goes in your file with your will, your estate, your trust, whatever you have, to know that it gets put away, wherever it is, and that's part of it. And it's one less thing, she said, she deals with all the time. And unfortunately, her business is booming because of what's going on. She said, but to know that it's taken care of, and she said, I got to tell you a secret. So she tells me hers. And she says, nobody knows that, because I needed it to be, she needed hers to be what she wanted, because not all your family's going to agree with what you want to do.
It's true that.
So I always feel as a woman, we always talk empowering yourself as a woman, do what feels right in your heart. And as a mom, you're always a mom. Do right by your kids.
And the amazing thing about all of this is that if you're watching the show or you
That's
watch
my
any
vacuum.
shows, what is it?
The vacuum.
I thought we were having some kind of an emergency. All of you watching today get to talk to Wayne, and you get to enjoy 10% off. and
Actually, I
other
got more
perks.
than that. There was another discount in place.
There are other perks, always. And we said that. It depends on when you call. But everybody on the radio, on here, everybody gets an opportunity to call Wayne and get it done.
I mean, one of my goals is to save you as much money as I possibly can. Doing it ahead of time is the best way to do that. We're, for you, Dawn, hopefully we're, avoiding 30, 40 years of inflation, that's the huge saving on its own, but we can give you discounts on, if nothing else, because Brooklyn Cafes joined the Dignity Memorial Benefit Program, so all staff, all the employees, the staff, their family, and listeners have access to at least 10% off, and often there's other discounts that I can add as well or use. So that's
so
great.
easy. Here it is. You get an email copy, and I'm done. So now it's time to drink.
Speaking of which, it's still 2020 prices. 2021 prices haven't kicked in yet. I expect that to happen early next month. So this last week of January is a good time to give me a call. Happy to run through the options for you guys to consider. If you want to do any cemetery or Neptune Memorial Reef, it's 15% off with 15% down, and then 0% interest over a 5-year payment. So that's a great offer there. We had a seminar on Tuesday. I don't know if any listeners joined. I was asking everybody, how they heard about it. So if you missed it, you can still get an appointment with me through the end of the month. It was a free online dinner seminar. So if you want to meet online or in person, just to go over the options, there's no obligation to purchase anything. If you just meet with me or one of my staff and just go over the options, we can get meals sent directly to your home. Take out meals.
That's kind of cool. What was on the menu?
Anything you wanted.
So we try to support local restaurants. So depending on where you live, we often ask, so what's your local takeout that delivers?
What do you like?
Get a meal delivered to your home.
Are you
and we
serious?
pick up
How
the
long
bill.
is this?
You should really watch our show, the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Wayne Henry joined us every Friday at 12 o'clock.
No, not the open menu.
Well, what do you like? He says, do you like Italian? Okay. You want Chinese? Okay. Let us know. We'll send it to your house.
When's the next one? Wow, really? When's the next one? I'm serious.
You've done it, Freddie. So if you've already got your plan
I
in place,
got
you're not
half. Well,
eligible.
hold it. I got half a plan. I got the other half left.
Yes, we do need to do that.
I need more
The other half.
information.
But the part
Get a
about
free
the other
meal.
half, when you
Thank
sit
you.
with Wayne
Yes.
on the first half and you say, okay, this is what I'd like. And he says, all right, let's go look at this place or let's go look at this place. And you don't have to do it all at once, but just make that commitment to yourself, to your children, to your family. And it's really the gift that keeps on giving because you don't have to worry about it.
That's right. Take care of business because good decisions are made with logical thinking, but sometimes we postpone the inevitable and it's going to cost you more money. You're going to end up doing it next year. If you wait till February, it's going to cost you more. You're going to have to do it sometime.
Contact Wayne.
And my mother was smart enough to do this. I don't know when the hell she did it, but she did it.
So recommend, you do it for yourself. It's not a pleasant thing to think about, but you need to accept it is going to happen to everybody, and it's better you do it ahead of time. I guarantee it's going to be better than doing it than not. Also, if you've got an aging parent who is going to be your responsibility to take care of things, and they don't want to talk about it, they don't want to do it themselves, you can do it for them. So that's another option as well, if that we can help you with.
Questions keep coming in. Well, what if I want to use my parents' life insurance money? We talked about this because we can't afford the plan right now. And I want to say you really should have thought about it 30 years ago is what I wanted to say. But I said we've been discussing this for years. You can, but it's going to take time for that life insurance money to kick in to pay for what you need. Do you want to address that a little bit?
Yeah, so, the benefit of doing it with dignity and locking in the price is that there's no guesswork on your behalf. We're taking all the risk. We lock in the price for you, and those prices can never go up for you. If you're funding that outside, you're not actually securing your plan with dignity. You've got a fund outside of that you plan to use for your funeral at the time. What you're doing is you're ensuring the maximum amount of your life insurance is going to be devoted to your funeral plan. You're taking all the risk. So there's no guarantee that fund is going to rise enough to cover the costs. And to be honest, I think it's probably that those funds can be used by your family for other things. It's going to make more sense rather than devoting the maximum amount possible for your funeral plan. And outside of securing it, the financially, you're still leaving the emotional burden for your family when they've just lost you to have to sit with the funeral director. Of course, we try to make it as easy as possible at the time, but it's always so much more of a hassle, much of a burden to meet with family members. They've just lost a loved one. they're mourning, they've maybe been up all night, they're meeting with us. It's like, okay, what casket do you want? Do you want, what do you want for your prayer cards, the service? It takes
that was even
3 or
included in
4
the package.
hours on top of just losing your loved one, even if the payment is taken care of through your life insurance, and you can't access the life insurance immediately. Death certificates take a while to get. That's required to get the money from the life insurance policy. There's always delay, so you need to pay in full when we're making the arrangement. So there's always that delay as well.
Just contact Wayne. It'll be so much easier.
He'll explain your options. There are options. They're creative. They'll do whatever it has to do to get it done right. And you want to avoid something that's going to cost you more money. And just be smart about this thing and have a conversation.
All right, and that's actually Wayne's incorrect number, guys. It's 561-654-9000. So
What number is
561,
that?
it's
Yeah,
954.
561, not
561.
954. 561-654-9000.
Sorry, I sent you guys the wrong number. It's 561-654-9000.
That's
Wrong
because you
area
can't
code.
see anything over
No,
here.
I can't. I texted them.
I can't even see the
wrong
TV.
number.
I didn't see the TV.
561-654-9000.
Why do you get so
Contact
bright
Wayne
in
Henry.
here all of a sudden?
Because you got a tan.
Because I got a tan?
Thanks, Vanny. At 561, not 961. Try it again. We'll edit.
561.
561-654.
Give me a call, give me a
9000.
text. I can help run through the information online. We can share my screen. We can meet in person with masks. Be safe. It's better you have the information and not need it right away than something happen unexpectedly and need the information and not have it. That's what we have
I'm
always
telling
said.
you, it just takes a phone call. It's so easy, and we're going to go to commercial break. I had a woman in yesterday, and she says, "Do you do anything with women empowerment?" And I looked at her, I went,
From
"Yes,
CNN.
all day long, every
An
day, the
executive
past 5 years."
producer
She
from
says, "Well,"
CNN was here yesterday.
she says, "We need to talk." I said, "Be my pleasure." I'm writing a book about women in finances and how I used to rely on my husband for all of the financial information, and I could never make a decision on my own. I'm writing a book about how not to do that and how women should empower themselves to stand strong in their financial independence, even if they're married, to be who they are and to take that responsibility. And it totally resonated with me, as it always does, because that is what enabled me to do this with you. I said, you know what? I'm doing this for me and the kids, and you made it affordable. You don't have to be financially independent to make $141 a month payment. So check it out. Give Wayne a call. 561-654-9000. Ready to break into some Lost Harbor, Capistara? We got new mom in the house. Bar is open. We got
New
Russ
mom.
Johnson.
Men are stinky.
Summer Peep is here. Men are dumb and stinky.
Gonna put that in the merch store.
Tattoo it right on your foot.
Stop smelling your armpits, guys. I saw that.
Deodorant.
Don't do that. Don't give in to that, because that's her way.
We'll be right back.
Are your health issues stopping you from living the life you've imagined? Are you unable to do the things you want to do due to chronic pain or chronic health issues? Have you seen many doctors, taken multiple medications, but are still suffering? Or are you simply looking for ways to boost your immune system and live a long and healthy life? Total Holistic Center is the solution you've been looking for. We provide you with out-of-the-box, cutting-edge scientific technologies for true health, wellness, and anti-aging via phone, in-person, or virtual video consultations. Some of our services include total wellness consultations, where we dig deeper into underlying root causes of chronic health issues, and personalized 360 wellness protocols customized specifically just for you based on your individualized biomarkers. Visit us at www.totalholisticcenter.com or call us at 561-323-4994.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
TV and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They have been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, we're back.
We're going to go over to PBS. You doing a spot for us, PBS?
This segment was brought to you by Dignity Memorial. Dignity Memorial offers a 10% discount on funeral and cremation services. All under the umbrella, you can get these 10% discounts by watching the Brooklyn Cafe. If you have more questions, please contact Wayne. Now back to Don and Freddie.
All right, that was interesting.
It's because technical difficulties. It was on Russ, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, they had to move the camera over. And we are back.
Russell's gonna look like he had a voice in his head.
No, they didn't even put Russell up.
I didn't even know I was
Yeah,
But
they
it's a
had.
nice try.
I didn't even know I was wrong.
So far, the only thing I understand is I didn't understand. But anyway.
And we are back. Summer, I'm glad you're in the house, and I really
Thank
wanted
you.
you to meet new mom.
Yes.
Tracy,
I'm
our
glad she's
guest
here.
bartender, I wanted you to meet Summer because we love Lost Harbor Capistrano. It is one of our favorites.
She and I are already BFFs, thank
Yeah,
BFFs.
see, you know, Tracy, we're good at you BFFing. She's BFFs with Summer. She's BFFs with Robin, and you've got incredible business you're doing now with your bling.
You only introduced me to really cool people.
Well, we try our best.
That's because they're not smelly and stinky.
But yes, of course, I will bartend at your funeral.
Thank you very much.
And I will drink at your funeral.
I appreciate that, too.
Unless I die before you.
And Teddy's going to come in a hazmat suit
Why?
because she doesn't like butterflies.
Oh.
I know.
What's not to like?
I
They,
don't-
they get in your face.
They scare her. But Russ, no butterflies on your set Monday night, please. Unless you want your co-host to run out the studio.
No butterflies.
No butterflies for Teddy. But Summer, we get to come shoot film on Monday. I'm excited.
Yes, I'm excited too. I'm excited to show you because I have a little bit of a surprise for you guys when you get there. So that'll be fun. But I'm excited to have you there and see what we do and shoot a little bit of film. So
It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Capistara, and they're like, oh, we're running a little low on the Capistara. We got these great new mugs that next time Miss Weiss comes in, we're going to have Robin add a little bit of bling to the Lost Harbor swag that we got going.
Just don't put it at the top because I swallow it. And
That
then
was
I gotta
yesterday's
Then I
show.
got to call Wayne.
Yesterday's show was Swish or Swallow, I know. That
Swish or
goes into
swallow.
a whole nother segment is all I can tell you.
Now, the other thing is that we have the Arthur Dodger as a new sponsor, which is right around on 20th Street, right around the corner. And he's agreed, we're going to go up there next week. We're going to take Summer with us because he's agreed to take, and I'm going to represent Gubba and Lost Harbor Spirits into this new facility. So if you call in, I'll give you these 2 free tickets. What's the number?
Our phone
You
number
ain't
here,
getting it.
888-994-4995. So Tracy, I don't know if you had a chance to try any of the Lost Harbor Spirits.
No.
And I know you don't drink when you're here and you don't drink, but maybe once you, on Saturday night or something, you'll get a chance, we'll share it and maybe bring it down to the casino one night.
We'll make friends.
But
We
we're
will.
going to open up the bar with, I don't know, what are we making today?
I was thinking with Lost Harbor vodka, we could do a hairy navel, which would be with peach schnapps, orange juice, and vodka. Does
Yeah.
that work for our hosts?
Harry Navel. yeah.
Hairy navel, a linty navel.
No, Linty Navel is something else. Linty Navel, you end
we
up.
could, listen, I'll add a little Midori, we'll call it Linty.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Last time you were here, we were cleaning the floor for days.
The Grinch?
Yes, with that Grinch, it was a little sticky.
It was a little sticky.
She's talking about the people that fell over. Got to show the shoe man.
All right, well, I don't know if this is going to make too much noise, but I'll start making drinks.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Now, the exciting thing is that Jeff was here yesterday, and we were talking about
Where are
those
those little boxes?
I have no idea. Who has the box?
Summer has them?
No, they were on that table over there.
They each went like
On
this.
the table.
There they are over there. These are great promotional items. And Wayne, Jeff actually has a promotion for you called Sock It To You.
Okay.
So here was how it went down. You know when you do laundry and you always lose a sock? And we decided the socks go to like sock heaven.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, where did the dead socks go? So Jeff goes, called Sock It To You. We need to ask Wayne where the socks go. But then we were talking about these are virtual happy hour little boxes, which are great branding things. They've got Moscow Mule, gin and tonic, and the old fashioned. We could probably make one for vodka also.
Yeah, but what happens is you got to buy Lost Harbor or Gubba, and that bottle is used in these kits.
I wonder if you could, have you ever tried making vodka Moscow Mule?
You could do a vodka meal.
So I'm
I
thinking,
think that's like a Russian mule or something, isn't it?
No, it's a vodka mule.
Yeah. Well,
I've had it.
it
I
already
only had
has the
that.
ginger syrup, so all you need to do is, it's
the
already got it
best.
in here.
Oh, yeah, it's the
So you
best.
just add ginger to, probably the plain vodka would be delicious.
Yeah.
And then we got that kind of mule going.
You got that kind of mule?
That
We got
kind
all
of mule.
kinds of mules.
We got, and I think we had a phone call also. I don't know who it is.
I don't know what we got going.
That
You
was
know, this is
quick.
the first time they
Thank you.
let me hold on to this.
Yeah.
I haven't even been able to hold on to this since you started this thing.
Wow. What's so sweet in there? That's kind of like, it's kind of brunch. Oh, the peach schnapps.
The Lost Harbor vodka and orange juice.
You make it with the Capistar or the plain?
This one is
Vanilla caramel.
the Capistara.
There you go. I knew I tasted that
Wow.
little bit of vanilla in there. I'm thinking,
You know, it's really cool because these boxes can actually color coordinate. You know, coordinate? Like the Capistar, I got it right, Capistar. The Capistar.
Cream, right?
that
Vanilla
tastes
cream,
like an
a-
orange creamsicle. That's exactly what it tastes like. An orange. Anyone remember Orange Julius?
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like. They used to
did
be one of the
good.
Galleria
You
Mall.
add this to your repertoire.
Oh, we've already. You know what? I did a morning event one time that you know I was
morning
like,
event.
who's drinking this early? But it was for a fun run kind of thing, and it was early in the morning, and there was you know, breweries and stuff involved, and I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'm serving vodka and whatever. So I was making Bloody Marys, and I was making screwdrivers with regular vodka and orange juice. And then I was like, wait a minute. Capistar is my signature. So I started using that in orange juice, and I called it a hammer instead of a screwdriver, and it tasted like a creamsicle. So
You got to taste it. It tastes like an Orange Julius.
It's interesting. You walk into a place and you ask for a hammer.
You asked for a screwdriver on the
Gotta make it
airplane. Remember
work.
you talked about that this morning?
I was 11. The stewardess said to me, no, you can't have that. I said, that guy ordered it. And she says, no, you're not an adult.
So now you can ask for a hammer and just ask him for the Capistara.
That could be
Can
interesting.
you imagine getting this onto airlines?
that would be a dream. That would be amazing.
I'm going to give her a roll of paper towels and a Sharpie, and we're going to manifest that.
So many
Creamsicle,
things.
right?
Damn, this is good. What
Tracy,
the hell did
you're
you put
good.
in there?
Well, let's see the
See
professional.
if
Let's
the boss
what-
likes
what
it.
she thinks.
Yeah, it's great.
Survey
Cream
That
says.
is
Creamsicle.
interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, it tastes like a orange.
Damn, I'm gonna have to try this.
It's almost February.
Try ice. You gotta try this.
Don't tell the wife.
We're talking to another person. Wayne is not in the studio.
Slick. Slick, let's put up Lost Harbor. I want to ask Russ, your show, New Business on Main Street.
What about it?
Is it for any business or is
Yes.
it any business?
Yes,
So-
any business.
and you'll interview any, so we could maybe you could do a segment with, say, Summer on her new distillery as a woman in business, that type of thing.
Not a problem.
Any business.
Any
That would be
business.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
But that's what Russ is all about. Russ wants people. He wants to get business going, and whether it's young, medium. I mean, look at him. He's 68?
86? I know.
I don't know how old he is, but he's like a kid at heart, and he wants people. He's the one that taught me networking. When you move the waters,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff falls out.
Yeah.
He did a UFO show. I love telling that story. And I thought he was nuts. And this is right before the UFO on cable came out. It was a week before, and he did it first. And we put this on with people that have to remain nameless because they'll shoot me. And that show was getting so many phone calls till midnight that the board operators complained because they were answering the show after it was done. You remember this?
Yeah.
If I'm telling you a lie, you stop me.
No, that's right. It's
You
true.
had that guy from the military come down
Who's on the
Yeah.
wanting to be on the show.
Yeah.
Wanting to be on the show because he had a UFO story. You remember this?
Yeah.
And he waited for 2 hours to be on his show. So you talk about doing things in a different way. Russ has always been innovative.
I actually just saw there are 300,000 other planets or galaxies that can have life on it.
Oh, yeah. It's more than that.
More than 300,000?
Easy. More
Wow.
than that. Yeah.
Can you even imagine? People are thinking if there's number 2, and you're saying over 300,000.
Much more.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We gotta have Tracy on his show
It's
also.
just we don't have the ability to travel. It's too far. It's the
He don't know about Center Earth. What's it called?
Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
You want to travel? Talk to Russ after the show. Russ, they just don't get it.
Well, it's all right. It's in time.
And the scary
In
thing
time.
is,
In
I
time.
thought he was crazy. And then all of a sudden, they give you all these facts and they invite you. Come. You think we're crazy. I ain't going over there.
You know that other show that you produce on Fridays? I'm admin on the account in case you're not able to post.
That's because of him.
So I see all day long, I get notifications on that show and the Teenpreneur show. Those two, my phone blows up out of this world all the time of people commenting on that show.
I see.
The Ted Mayer.
It's true.
And he's all
It's-
over the world. Ted
Yeah.
does 12 shows a day.
Yeah, it's coming. The whole, all that information that's been hidden for many, many years, it's coming to the fore. So in time, in the next 5, 10, 15 years, you hear.
Yeah,
you'll
but are
hear-
people ready for it, Rob?
I'm sorry?
Are people ready?
Yeah, they're getting people ready for it. And they do a lot of motion pictures. They do a lot of information, the cosmic corrections, connections, if you will. When you go to YouTube, when you go to all the other channels that you listen to, CNN, whatever, beyond belief, George Norrie. I mean, it's so much now coming down the pipe, because they're now beginning to release information around not only this country, but other countries are now releasing the information about what's going on in Area 51 and S4 and Grooms Lake, et cetera. It's a lot of information coming down.
Area 51 is another area that is
Yeah.
an interesting aspect. And it's funny because before I met him, you know, I thought the people who talked about that were just from another
Planet?
level. Another
No
level.
pun intended, Vinny.
And then the UFO show, which I watch religiously on cable, if you think that what we're talking about right now is nuts, they've been doing it now for about 7 years. It was right before you kicked it off. And they give you all sorts of explanations about the rain and the viruses and different things that come. I mean, you don't have to believe it if you don't want to. It's okay. It's okay.
In time.
But holy smokes, it makes a whole scary lot of sense.
A lot of stuff coming up. Wayne, how do you like to drink?
It's very, very nice.
Wow.
Tracy's pretty remarkable, isn't she?
Tracy, let me ask you a question. You said you were a bartender once, right?
I was. That's how I started in the restaurant business. I got into hospitality and party planning from bartending.
So some of the new sponsor that we have, that we're going to, Artistic Dodger, he has a bar the length of this room. And I asked him if we could do Coyote Ugly. So all the kids are going to be wearing boots and they're going to be dancing on the bar. Right, Slick? Just to
great.
change the rhythm and the entertainment. They're going to be wearing masks and everything else. And the reason they're doing all of this is because we're in the new year and you got to sort of change it up a little bit. You know, you got to bring in a new flavor, a new twist, a new rock and roll, as they say.
We're facing February.
And we're already in February, so we're like a couple of days late. But I was wondering if Tracy would put on some boots and dance on the bar.
Well, I'll definitely bartend and clap, but That's my favorite part about Texas Roadhouse is when the kids, the servers, all start lining up and dancing.
Isn't that the best? That's the one that puts the peanuts all over the place, right? On the floor and everything else.
Yeah, they used to. I think because of COVID, nobody's doing that
Nobody's
anymore.
dropping peanuts. Can we drop peanuts all over the floor, make you nuts?
I was going to say, only if you want to send me crazy. Apparently, I was told we have a new light-up guitar coming in.
Oh, wow.
Where is it?
From Max?
Actually, Max
Yeah.
brought this. Well, this is Gio.
That's
Max
Gio.
has a big one he's making for you, he said.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I thought you spoke to him because
Well,
the way
we
he's
spoke,
talking.
but I guess he was just getting inspired.
He's got a big one he wants to put at the Seminole with a guitar, and Mark Dane's supposed to be bringing in a light-up guitar. So everyone wants to work with you.
Oh, wow. Very exciting. I'll have to put him in touch with Hollywood.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That's their theme, yeah.
That would be great. Ready for a commercial break?
Yeah.
The caller hung up.
What happened to the caller? Call back. You're missing your tickets.
Give us a call back. 888-994-4995. Slick, how's that Digit City going?
It's going good.
He's funny.
He's there.
He's thinking about it. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. 888-994-4995. Check in with Wayne at Dignity Memorial. Lost Harbor, you can find Summer Peep at your local liquor store, and if not, request it. And stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Ant Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock nonstop to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it's never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Hi, I'm Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Healing Moments is a healing playroom, a mind, body, spirit center. Our service is love and compassion, and the environment is soothing, peaceful, and inviting. Every area is designed for healing and peace. We deliver services such as massage therapy or lymphatic drainage, energy healing and Reiki, chakra balancing, physical vascular therapy for circulation and pain, vibrational medicine using frequencies and oils, and music in order to calm and relax your mind, body, and spirit. We also offer detoxification services using infrared sauna, ionic foot baths, and power plates. All of our modalities are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, induce relaxation, relieve pain, and provide detoxification and inflammation reduction for optimal healing and wellness.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. celebration of a lifetime begins here.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
If you need a DJ or limo service in the Tri-County area, contact Nick at 561-418-9929. And now back to Don and Freddie.
Dylan. OG Dylan.
I got to tell you, I got some sad news for you.
What?
Hank Aaron just died.
No. Holy smokes. Did you hear that?
88.
Slick. Hank Aaron just died.
I don't know if Slick knows who Hank Aaron is.
Hey, Russell. Hank Aaron just died. Hank Aaron just died.
He was old. 86.
I heard the news when I came in.
Oh my God!
I just got it from
That just
the
rose the hair in the back of my neck. The all-time real home run king. The real. No steroids, no drugs, nothing. Real man.
They said he passed away peacefully in his sleep. The Atlanta Braves confirmed on Friday.
Oh, man, I tell you, we're losing so many ball players. Hank Aaron, I remember when he hit the shot
How many
in Atlanta, and I was watching. I was watching for 3 days because he didn't get it for 3 days, and when he finally got it, there's a kid that ran out in the stands. I'll never forget this. And Hank pushed him, and then he grabbed him and ran around the bases with him. It was the most amazing thing I have ever seen.
Wow.
And then everybody took a seat and let him take his shine.
Part of history.
You talk about, I have never seen a man create such unity in baseball. And my God, he was a big guy, and he hit that ball, went out there. The whole stadium tried to get that ball.
Oh, I guess so.
Unbelievable, man.
Yep.
Henry Hank Aaron, the home run king, passes away at 88.
So it says former President Bush and his wife Laura had their statement that was put out in People as well.
Wow.
He said he faced racism and worked to become one of the greatest baseball players of all time.
He was. He stood up for unity. He was against racism. He was a all-around gentleman. He was a replica of Robinson, is what they used to call him. And my goodness, Henry Hank, the hitter. Wow. It just stunned me.
Unbelievable. Our prayers to his family, his wife, and his grandchildren. It's breaking news is good and bad sometimes. And Steve Gubb is sending us recipes, I must tell you.
Yes, he has a
that
creamsicle.
Moscow Mules, he says, is made with vodka.
Yes, it is.
So we're all in then. And a dark and stormy is made with rum. Ever heard of a dark and stormy?
Yes, I have.
Have you? What's this? Oh, this is our gubba. This looks a little gold.
This is another fudgicle?
Nope, that is dark rum. Gubba dark rum with Sprite and orange juice.
Kind of feels like a Long Island iced tea.
What do you call this? What do you call this?
I understand the red Solo cup.
I call it the Dawn and Freddie special.
Slick, no pineapple for you.
Yeah, no, I was trying to look for the pineapple.
Hey, Steve.
No alcohol.
You got to put this in your recipe book. This is pretty good.
I don't know what's in it.
This tastes like bourbon. You know when you drink bourbon?
The Gubba Gold.
The Gubba Gold, it has is Sprite and what?
Gubba Gold, aren't?
Splash of orange juice just to.
A little dab of do you. This is pretty good.
Wow.
Dry ice, you got to try this.
Not
dry that.
Happy hour.
He's good.
Listen, don't worry. I got you covered.
No,
I got you covered.
I got some water here.
I got Nick from Hey Mr. DJ Limo. So you can drink as much as you want. I can make sure you get home, and then we even take your car to you.
You guys are going to do that photo shoot on Tuesday, I believe, right? For Hey Mr. DJ. I was thinking Summer would be the perfect model.
Summer.
Me?
What are you doing Tuesday?
Thank you. I've got a couple meetings.
How would you like to come out of a limousine?
How would you like to stand in front of two limos?
I can stand in front of things.
She can stand in front of things. You want tall, blonde, and beautiful? You got Summer Pete, founder of Lost Harbor.
I can do that.
I think Summer should do it.
With a bottle in each hand?
Wow, that could be really, that's a cross deal. That could be interesting.
That's why I like that a whole lot. Again, my texting isn't always as good as when I have the conversation
Yeah,
with you in person.
I don't even understand your English. But that could be interesting if you could fit it in. So the shoot is 10 to 10:30 on Tuesday, and it's at Meisner Park.
I might be able to work that. Just let me know.
And then, and I think Nick is probably going to text me any second.
You know, then maybe he can even keep some bottles in the limo.
Which he said he's going to do. There's some kind of package that he does in the car with the booze. A booze package. Yeah, it's a package and it comes with the booze inside. He's going to be using Lost Harbor and Gubba in the
So we need to introduce him to Tracy also, because I'm sure people going to Seminole Casino sometimes need a limo ride.
If you're going to go to the
People do
casino.
come by limo.
If you're going to go to the casino, you want to go in a limo.
Guess you're done with that
They
coffee.
at least go in a limo. They might have to leave in an Uber, but
No, because not only to gamble, you don't have to. They got restaurants. They got shows. They got different things like the restaurant. Your restaurants are open?
NYY is open and First Street Deli, and we're having our grand opening for Sunset Grill, which is our tiki bar, and it's going to have live music, and it's just a great ambiance. They put new games out there and just a better way to social distance as well.
It's outside.
Outside.
When is the grand opening?
We're waiting for a couple of weeks to make sure everything's perfect.
But you have
I'll
the
get you a date for sure.
But you have the steakhouse open, yes?
Steakhouse is open, of course, yeah.
I know, you want to go.
Oh, man, I'm going to tell you. That is the best place to go for a steak.
Ever been?
I love the steakhouse there.
Have you been?
Yeah, so good.
Russell, ever been?
I don't think so.
The steakhouse at Seminole Casino.
No, I have not.
Oh.
You and I toured. I can't believe how fast time has gone, because you and I probably toured that over a year ago.
That was more than a year.
And that buffet, I don't know if but that was a spectacular space also.
That is not in fruition at this point. We're still trying to encourage social distancing, so that would not be conducive to our Safe and Sound program.
Yeah, it's a whole nother, life has changed.
You got to make adjustments. But you still do seating at the steakhouse?
Yes.
A limited number, correct?
Correct.
You
So
know,
I recommend getting reservations.
You have to. I know you have to. So if Wayne decides to take his wife, instead of going all the way to North Carolina, you could take it down.
North Carolina, we went to Georgia.
Wherever you went, somewhere where there was a peach. You take it to this place, take your limo ride down there. It'll be fully barred, being that he's dry January, and it's fully barred. And you go down there, and do you like steak? Do you eat steak?
I don't eat meat.
Something told me you don't eat meat.
Not
Is your wife
not a choice, no.
vegan?
We're not vegan, we'll eat seafood, but that's it. No beef, pork,
I got another
poultry.
seafood restaurant for you if you don't want to go there.
Seafood, we eat seafood, that's it.
He's so funny, you know?
Tracy, this is lovely. Thank you. I'm like, wow, I want to hear this person talk. And I'm reading, I'm like, that sounds impressive. It's actually me.
I emailed her right away and I said, my girlfriend is speaking. You need to sign me up.
Tracy says, I signed up to hear you speak. And I went, how'd you know? She goes, they sent out a whole flyer. That looks really nice.
They
The
did
event's
good.
February
Send it
4th.
to my email.
6:30 p.m. Wow,
Send
interesting.
it to my email.
I'm going to, you want to know what I'm speaking about on February 4th?
Yes.
I needed a reminder. Your actionable pause, which I coined that term, by the way, this year. Remember your why and imposter syndrome. So if you want to know what an actionable pause is, join the meeting. How much is
Actionable
it?
pause, what?
Actionable pause. I coined that phrase this year.
There was more.
Remember your why and the imposter syndrome.
The imposter syndrome.
I'm
What
not
is
good
that?
enough. Why would anyone listen to me? Someone else should do it. Why me? Imposter syndrome.
But if anybody wants to go, it's at ABWA, and check it out online. And it's the American Business Women Association. And I'm tickled that you're speaking.
I was a little tickled that I'm speaking to you. Thank you. I was like, wow, this is really a nice flyer. Thank you for sharing.
Email that so we can put it up.
I will email that to everybody. You remember I was sitting here that Thursday typing up. She gave me a deadline from Tuesday by Thursday at 11:59. We were sitting here. I said, Teddy, I need a picture right now. She said, now you're going in here. I go, now. Can you take a picture? I got to send it out. And whoop, it went. And so thank you, Teddy, for that.
And what about the Shout Out magazine? Did it ever come out?
No, that hasn't come out yet. I worked for a month on that magazine, actually. So that's coming out. Shout out Miami. She said give them a couple weeks to put that out as well.
Interesting. Yeah, you're a busy lady.
But we have a great opportunity to work with Comcast, and I'm hoping some of our current sponsors will come on board with us, that we're going to be producing commercials and brokering Comcast commercial time. And we would like to take our family of sponsors along with the Brooklyn Cafe and Amp Media and Amp2 TV and really put some power to Comcast and everything. We went over 1,000 commercials.
Over 1,000. It's going to be in the package, and they are going to be putting it out to about 85 different channels, which is absurd. And then they're doing the digital footprint on this thing, so now you're able to follow your ROI on the spots. And we're working with Comcast because this may become an official editor to Comcast commercials in the future. So more to be seen. Justin's coming back next Thursday, so we'll see.
But I think it's pretty exciting. I can't think of a better way than to turn on. Remember, you always tell the story. You were at the ale house. You turned on the TV for one of your
Dr.
shows,
Pinozzo.
and you went, "Wait, I did that commercial," and there it was for everyone to see. You know, we work so hard, and we have so many great sponsors. How amazing would it be to see a commercial for Lost Harbor, or to see a commercial for Gubba Rum, and see a commercial for the cafe? Everything we get to do with all of this. And really, the power of hard work with our crew, and I say it every day, that we are run by interns. We are run by all of these young minds that create and do and produce shows and learn board from FAU and from abroad. Syracuse is back with us. They always have a safe place. So one of our original interns from 2 years ago is now back with us in the house.
It is an interesting concept.
And she hasn't changed.
You look at Wayne and you see Dignity's commercial. I see them every morning. Well, I don't see them now, but I used to see them every morning at 6 o'clock. And I had my cup of coffee, and I used to raise a glass because I know them. And a couple of our friends that have commercials as well. But it's interesting when you are in a restaurant, like, you know, and they play a spot, and you appear, and you're doing a spot. And my son Freddie was shocked, and he started running around the restaurant saying, "That's our commercials." There are people bringing me beer, they're giving me a drink, and I'm like, it's just a commercial. But it's a nice way to get this thing going, you know, and this isn't what Russ Johnson taught me a long time ago. If you don't take a shot, you ain't never going to score, right? I mean, that's what you told me. And he's right. But the commercials with Comcast could be something a little bit interesting. There's a few things that are coming out from WNN Radio as well, that we're talking about 3 states where all of a sudden your show can be seen in 3 states, which changes the ball game. At the same time, simulcast and what have you. So
this guy cracks me up. I keep looking at him thinking of you. Freddie calls this Giovanni, his son. So now every time I look at it, I'm like, I think of Gio.
It looks like him. I may end up losing Gio. I got a phone call yesterday. Somebody wants to buy him.
All right, so Max will make you another one.
Yeah, but there's only one Gio.
Someone said we should actually commission him to make one for us with 2 microphones.
He's supposed to be here today. I think. Oh, no, he'll be here Wednesday. Oh, he got his shot. He came in, they called him, and he had to run out to go get his first shot.
I didn't realize that when you get the vaccine, Russell, have you gotten the vaccine?
Not yet.
I didn't realize that it lowers your immune system, so it's really the time that you should be even a little bit more safe, as if you're over 65.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're saying about younger,
that.
but if you're over 65, they're saying please just be a little bit more safe when you get that vaccine, because it lowers your immune system so it can boost it back up and get it stronger again. So we took extra precautions yesterday when he was here. It was kind of cool we got to do in that studio yesterday.
It is, and it isolated him, and now it's the Jay Harmon studio piece he has going on in there. It's funny because people that I know that have gotten the first shot and the second shot, something happens. They turn into robots. They are like dancing everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking up, and there's Linda, and she's like up there. What are you doing up there?
Well, clearly, I haven't
No,
gotten
she's taking
it yet.
the lights off the ladder. She got on a 12-foot ladder, and she's taking light. I said, really?
You know what I think probably some of it is you feel like you're now protected. And you don't have to live, not living in fear, but of this blanket of what if I were. I think they feel as if they're a lot more protected. They're building immunities now. And it's a step closer to solving this whole puzzle that we're walking through.
Well, the sad part about this whole thing is the guilt, because you got a house where one has it and the other one doesn't qualify to get it yet. And she said
Why
to me,
guilt?
because she feels, when you have it and you're with someone else who can't get it, you sort of say, I feel really, really guilty. I said, don't worry about it, relax.
Well, even if you're immune, you've got the shot, you're immune. They don't know. They
That's
still think you can bring it back to other people.
There's a whole lot of things they don't
Still
know
spread
yet.
it. So
you got to be careful. You got to be patient. Listen, it didn't happen overnight, and the cure is not going to take place.
All I can tell you is just drink more creamsicle. And that would be my solution to everything, because clearly I think between the tonic, the bubonic plague tonic, and a creamsicle, we're good to go. I grew up in Fort Lauderdale. We had the Galleria Mall. I don't know if anyone remember, right? And they always had an Orange Julius kiosk there. Not kiosk, but like a storefront. And there wasn't a whole lot of malls growing up in Florida. I mean, it was certainly not like it is now. There were cow pastures and horses, and the only mall was Galleria, and there was always Orange Julius, and you have recreated that adult style.
I worked at Orange Bowl in Lake Small, and I was pouring those Son of Ojoys, and yeah, I remember this.
And this
Thank you for the memory.
And you have, with certain things that bring back memories, certain flavors, and between the Cup of Star and what you put together, it must be a peach schnapps. So if you like Orange Julius or the Orange Bowl and you remember when, this is the adult version. We should do recipes with it.
does Orange Julius still exist?
I don't know.
Today.
Sure.
Yeah. Is it
Came
still-
back today. He's making a comeback.
Oh, I mean the shop.
They're going to reach out to you. They're going to
Please,
start
or
franchising.
ABWA. I'll be more than happy to provide the recipe. My talk with Tracy on February 4th. That night, I'm actually going to need some hands on deck because it's a Thursday night.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
At 6:30.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Teddy remembers. I had to clear it with my crew because we're in production here till 8:15 on Thursdays. So I had to clear it with my crew.
Are you doing it over there? Now you have that other. Where are you doing it from?
I'm not sure. I might be doing it right from here.
From here.
Mm-hmm.
And the shows that are here, you're going to be sitting on their lap? Interesting.
You know what? There's always a workaround, as Jen from Moby Bop taught us. There's always a workaround and a way to get it all possible. But I get to spread my message out to the masses. So if people don't know I'm all about women empowerment, more people to find out. Tell us about the group, though, Tracy.
ABWA, we have always hosted a lot of their meetings at the casino. My counterpartner, Tatum, used to be the participant. And every time they had a keynote speaker that just kind of rocked me, I would pop in, introduce myself. But I am now going to be a proud member of ABWA, and I'm real excited. That, and I need to reach out to somebody at Fem City.
It's a Coral Springs chapter, I believe, the
Correct.
ABWA, American Business Women's Association.
Correct.
So that was lovely when they reached out. So I'm looking forward to that.
And how'd they find you?
They heard me do another talk that I did for Lori Dubov.
Oh, okay.
I did another talk, and she said she heard it, and would I share the same message? And I thought, that was a couple months ago, and I said, should I change the message up and more timely? And she said, nope, we want the same one.
I may have to book you on the chamber circuit.
Yep.
You could be at every successful women in business meeting, and I don't know, this could be a thing.
And they wanted about how to show up on Zoom meetings and how to show up for yourself and how to present like you want to present. And I said, aren't we kind of done with Zoom meetings and presenting the way? Because to me, I think we're so past that. Everyone has evolved a little bit more. And she said, no, people are still figuring how to show up and why they show up and all of that. So again, the imposter syndrome, I'm sitting here thinking, really? You want to book me, but why? It's that imposter syndrome thing. You don't realize, I guess, the impact you have until you continue to do. But every day is what we get to do.
Well, I'm excited. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you for sharing the flyer. So there's a lot of great things coming up. And summer, I'm looking forward to you maybe doing some modeling for Hey Mr. GJ on Tuesday.
Yes, a new venture for me.
I think a new venture is going to be when we come back after the next commercial.
Oh, boy.
Because it's what we talked about. You say you're ready to rock and roll it.
And tomorrow at 10:30, we are airing a new kids show we have on the Kids Television Network, starring your son and Annabelle.
Yeah.
And it's really cute because they kept their masks on for the whole show.
They did.
And I guess you don't realize how much you look at people's mouths when they speak until you can't look at their mouths when they're speaking. and you can't. So you really got to listen to what they have to say. It's What Makes You Laugh. It is new tomorrow at 10:30 on the Kids Television Network, and they did a fantastic job.
They did. And
He
it's
is a mini
exciting.
you, and she's a mini her mother.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's
Yep.
like the craziest thing to look at genetics.
Yeah, they're such a good pair too. When they get together, they've been such good friends for years. When they started going to school together, and everybody's teased them, "Oh, are you boyfriend and girlfriend?" And they're like, "No, we're just really good friends. We're best friends," and they're adorable together. They just
What grade are
make
they
each
in?
other laugh. Fifth grade. Hmm.
Well, Valerie is getting married to her 5th grade sweetheart. Only person she ever dated, from my understanding. Right?
It's interesting because you totally see the difference in 5th grade with boys and girls. Because she's like ready to go, vroom! Slick, you looked up for that one, I know. And he's still perfectly 10.
Yeah.
But a girl at 10 and a boy at 10, when you look back,
Well, she's
so different.
She's she wants to be an actress, and she showed it.
Yeah, she wants to be a lot of different things, but yeah, an actress. And I mean, she does a lot of, she has her own Instagram page, and you watch that, and I'm like, is this the same Annabelle that I know? But it is, and she's just, she's got her own personality, and like they all do. I mean, I think it's really cool, and they just, yeah.
And I know Beth has been a good friend of yours for bottling. I don't think people realize that. More packages, thank you. What you do with Lost Harbor is you do all this yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have a full team. You don't have, like, you go to the
Thank
distillery
you.
and you tell your crew, oh, do this. This is all you.
Yeah, it's all me. So, hopefully soon I'll be able to hire a crew, because I just got some news from my distributors yesterday that we're probably expanding to 10 different states now. So I'm going to need some help. So hopefully I'm working that all out in the next few months. But right now, yeah, it's me. I do all of it. I'm the janitor as well. I'm whatever hat I need to wear at the time.
10 different states.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to be online soon as well, so you'll be able to purchase our stuff from our website. Not quite yet, but we're working on it. So a lot of changes coming, and exciting, because I've been ready for this for a long time. But, now it's like, oh, it's real. Now I've really got to get to work, because with everything going on, it kind of put a standstill, and it just was like, okay, when am I getting my next order? And it was just kind of go with the flow. And now it's like, you've got work to do. Okay, I've got to work. So
That's so exciting. And I keep saying this. Remember Lucy and Ethel on the chocolate line? And she puts one in the box, one in her mouth, one in the box, one in her mouth. When we shoot her commercial on Monday, Slick, I want to speed up this assembly line that we get to do. And we do a shot, and then we label, and a shot, and then we label, just for fun, because I think it'd be such a cute commercial. We can do 2 commercials.
No
but
problem.
so much fun that we get to do this whole assembly line with you. And I know your girlfriends have been a huge part of that. And again, it's back to the whole women. Well, maybe you should do a women empowerment thing with Dignity for single moms.
Sure, that's a great idea. Love it.
And maybe, I don't know how, maybe we can do it virtually, and we can incorporate Summer and do a virtual tasting wine cocktail class. Maybe Tracy will be bartender.
I'll be there.
And we target single moms, because and what inspired me is a friend of ours who came in to your celebration of life, and she said, my ex I know will never take care of anything, but I've got a teenage daughter, and I need to put this in place. And I don't know whether she did or not, but then I think about you and your 10-year-old son, and it's the last thing you ever want to worry about, but heaven forbid something happens, you want to know he's taken care of. And I always say, everyone is inspired by their own generation, the kids, single moms, whoever it is. And you were in a position of leadership, and what you have created, this wasn't given to you. You've worked really hard, and all of your single friends will do this line with you. You bottle, you label, all of it. You would be an inspiration to go, you know what? Maybe, Wayne, we have something here to chat about.
Yeah, I love it, and we can get Jackie and some other females in the organization involved as well.
Jackie's
Partner,
another
yeah.
powerhouse.
Yeah.
It's really impressive, because you hang out with guys, and guys have business, and
They're
they do what
dumb
they
and
do.
smelly. No, I'm kidding.
And they're dumb and smelly. But a guy says another guy doing what he's doing, and it's nothing new. But then a woman comes along, and another woman comes along, and they become powerhouses, and all of a sudden they're doing all sorts of circuits and talking about all sorts of things and moving and shaking and baking. I mean, you got to pinch yourself to actually enjoy the seconds, not the minutes, as my father used to say. But you are an accomplishment. You are setting the road. You know, same thing with Jackie. He did a show with Jackie one night, and I said to him, man, that is one hell of a lady up there doing what she does. And it's really what it comes down to. And New Mom is the same way. These are path setters.
Just about finding the different demographics and what resonates with each person. Like the kids show. They're not going to listen to me, but they're going to listen to Cash and Annabelle.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Women in business. Maybe they're going to take that step.
Mr. Cash.
Mr. Cash. Sorry.
Cash money. Cash money.
Cash money. But that could be something cool. And Tracy, maybe we can incorporate Seminole somehow with it, or the Chamber, or one of the many tentacles that you have reaching into our community.
Maybe we do a woman's tour, like she just said. Put a woman's tour piece together.
I'm going to hit you up next to speak also. So I already have my card out, and we'll talk.
Okay.
How's your blinging going, by the way?
I'm having so much fun. I just made a little When Pigs Fly. I'll have
You
to
did a
send you
little
picture.
chihuahua also?
She's blinging?
I did a chihuahua.
Yes, she bought one of the kits.
You're actually doing it?
I am, and I follow Robin faithfully at her Facebook website, and oh my gosh, it's so much fun, and it's very relaxing. So after talking to people all day long, I go home and I pull out my little kit and I rhinestone.
It's contagious, isn't it?
It is contagious, and it's so much fun.
You can't stop doing it once you start. Don't do it. I'm telling you right now, I'm warning you.
But
I
I
can
sent
see you
you
doing it.
No.
Coley's podcast. She wants you to check it out. She's so proud of it.
New girl. She has a new podcast,
Really?
I guess. So
I'd like
we're going
to
to take a
push it
listen to
out.
that. What's it about?
They do updates on movies. She's a huge Marvel fan, but it's her and her friend Zach, and they go back and forth, and it's brilliant. She's really just blossomed.
Another successful intern from our program. You think how many kids have gone through here, right?
Was New Mom, was she here with Syracuse?
No, she was after.
After. I get confused because there's so many that have come through the program. And now they've come back. And look who's in the house.
Who's in the house? I see heels.
That's $1 million. $1 million lady is in the house. You know, I didn't think we were going to make it. Why don't we go to commercial?
All right, let's take
And
a
then we
commercial
can
break.
see-
See, you have a good seat. You see
Pam-
the door, and I
Pam-
don't see who it
Pam-
is.
Pam.
Oh, okay.
$1 million.
$1 million. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
.48 Star Collectibles is your one-stop shop for all things memorabilia. They have movie posters, comic books, vinyl records, lobby cards, vintage televisions and radios, all in excellent condition. They even have autographed posters from some of your most popular film and artists. All of their products are guaranteed to be authentic and in excellent condition. Check out their website at 48starcollectibles.com to purchase the most authentic memorabilia around. Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
AskDearAbby.com. Dear Abby is a life coaching company that was founded by Abby Awutasu. At Dear Abby, we guide single people through the process of meeting, courting, and marrying their soulmates. We know that before you find true, meaningful, lasting love, you must first love and fully embrace your unique self, flaws and all. Contact us today at AskDearAbby.com for your personalized coaching session that will get you on the path to ultimately finding your soulmate. And follow Dear Abby on social media at Ask Dear Abby on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Hi friends, it's Bree and Ali from Kids and Capes. Tune in Saturday mornings on the Brooklyn Cafe Kids Television Network at 10 o'clock, where we share fun and ideas. And remember, peace, love, and kindness.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, guys, this segment of the Brooklyn Cafe is brought to you by New Mom and her bar that she left behind. But thank you, New Mom, for everything. But this has been brought to you by Gubba Rum. And Gubba comes in two flavors, which is gold and silver. Gold is for the vanilla, silver is for the coconut. And if I'm talking about Gubba Rum, I have to bring up Capistara. And make sure you pick up Capistara if you're picking up Gubba Rum, because I can't say Capistara, but Lost Harbor. I just like Capistara on my hot chocolate. I only had a little bit. But I have to say Capistara comes with vodka, gin. No, Lost Harbor comes with vodka, gin, and Capistara. And Capistara goes good with your coffee or your hot chocolate. And now back to Dawn and Freddie.
Do you like this? This is my new mask.
That was the most confusing. That was the most confusing commercial I've ever seen in my life.
You ever seen a mask like
It's
this?
actually Lost Harbor Distilleries, guys. Lost Harbor.
Okay, from now on, I don't want him doing them anymore. You do them, because I don't. Well, how many countries did he visit on that spot?
A lot. Here, there, on
He's
that roller
mixing
coaster.
Capistara with Gubba and Gubba with chocolate milk and.
Thank you, Pam. This is lovely. This is from my very good friend Pamela Polani.
Let's bring over Steve Gubb, because I want him to be part of this craziness. And there is the man.
Hi, craziness. How you
the
doing?
Man, the myth, the legend.
How is the most dynamic couple in South Florida?
The most dynamic
couple in Cafe gang.
I'm a little blinded by the light, because there's a lot of light in here today.
Well, we got a new camera, so the new camera means we need new lights. So, we just keep going. Are you officially here, by the way? I am. Okay, just checking. We have a guest in studio, and I wasn't sure if she's officially here or not.
Let's make sure she has a mic.
Slick, let's get her an official mic and an official camera shot, please.
Oh, of course, she has an official camera shot. Here is
Ooh. What's going on here? You getting feedback?
Hi.
And you're complaining about me playing with my microphone. Oh, my God.
Don't be playing with nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Steve, is that one of the shirts?
This is similar to one of the shirts. I gave Karen of Rum Reggae out in California logos, the Brooklyn Cafe logo, my logo. She's got other things to go that we talked about on the shirt: tiki mug representations, palm trees, grass shacks. So we'll see what she comes up with, and then we'll start fine-tuning it. And we will, of course, get Summer's contribution as well to the shirt. We're going to have a beautiful shirt when we're done.
Wow.
We're going to be having the Gubba Club, which we're probably going to have to change the name, because everybody's jumping on this thing. They want to be part of it. But the Gubba Club entitles you with the shirt and all the bells and whistles and everything that goes with it.
I think it should be called the Gubba, the Dignity Memorial Gubba Lost Harbor Memorial Club with
benefiting the
anyway.
Alzheimer's
You sound like
Association in the
Slick.
Rainbow.
Something like that.
You
That's
sound
what
like
I
Slick.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Thank you
mixing
so much.
everything. I got you.
And you two can be part of our Comcast family just by tuning into the Brooklyn Cafe show.
He is the family. You know, if it wasn't for Gubba, him and Wayne were the two staples that we had when we were going through all this stuff in
Yeah.
March, right? They were the ones that we leaned on the heaviest, and they were there for us. And then we did the thing at Meisner and everything else. We never knew where we were going to land, like everybody else. You don't know where you're going to land. And it's nice to see that you have two people you can say, you know, they were really, really good friends, and they hung in there with us. And I made you a promise. that we're going to get Gubba to be #1 in Florida. You wait till it opens a little bit more, and we'll see what happens.
Well, well, the first thing is, if Tracy left the studio, I hope she did not. When do we go over to the casino? That's the big question.
When you get down here, we're going to, well, right now, they have everything on numbers. It's difficult to do anything like we do until they open up.
Well, yeah, I understand that. Well, luckily, I guess I'll give JetBlue a plug and Hertz, because even in this ridiculous time that we're in, they were, you know, everybody complains about big companies never doing the right thing. JetBlue and Hertz, once upon a time, I used to travel to Florida every 3 or 4 weeks, and I got to be a Mosaic member with JetBlue and a President's Club member with Hertz, or whatever it's called. But it helps when you're traveling a lot. It helps to have some perks that they give you. They were nice enough to extend my qualification with that status through this year, and I think into January of next year. That's pretty nice of them. They didn't have to do it, but I'm glad they did. I appreciate it.
So does that mean you're coming down?
Freddie, I'm waiting to get stuck with a needle, and as soon as I get needled, I'm down.
Oh, I'm going to needle you. I'm going to spec you with a needle, my friend.
What's in your
bet
pocket,
you
by
will.
the way?
This is say hello to my little friend.
What is that in your pocket?
Pam, who's in studio, came in, and she gave me the hug I needed. And I think, Summer, you got one too?
I did.
Pam, you look amazing.
I did get a hug.
Thank you. What is yours? What is that red thing you got there, buddy?
Wayne, what do you got?
Wait, what is that?
He got a red hug. He got a
Red
red
bear.
teddy bear.
He got a red one.
You want a red one?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? I aim to please you. You told me you needed a squeeze. You told me you needed a squeeze, and I made a promise
they
I
all
would come and
squeeze?
squeeze you. What?
I'm not going near that one. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Pam Polani has an event coming up, which I want to talk about a little bit as well.
Here, switch out. Sorry.
You got that.
Here, give me this.
Here, you give me that.
Pam, you look spectacular.
I thank you. I'm just a good reflection of you.
Oh, well, thank you.
And I get the.
We just spread love all day long here.
Is that what that is?
Don't you wish you were here?
It's a form of love.
And this bear is holding a bottle in one paw of Gubba, and on the other one it has Lost
some
Harbor.
Capistar,
So
there you go.
I'm gonna glue 2 bottles on it, you know, and carry it around like that.
Pam, are there restrictions on who can be vendors at your event for the Brain Bowl as far as alcohol, and not to serve it, but can they promote?
They can have, you know what, as long as they are giving samples, not selling it, I have no restrictions whatsoever. As long as they are only giving samples.
Is it allowed to sample?
Yes, of course.
Is it counted by ticket or it's open sample?
No. You know what? I'll stand in line 5 times for you, Freddie. No worries.
I mean, I would drink 75 samples.
As long as the person who's providing it allows you. I mean, obviously you have to have discretion. We don't want people, getting completely drunk and driving, God forbid. That would be not a good situation. But yes, reasonable samples and reasonable people is a good idea.
I know that Summer would agree with me that when we do these samples, especially when we're doing spirits, 1/4 ounce samples only, 1/4 ounce samples, and that way it's very, very well controlled.
Mia could never pour at a sample.
Mia,
right.
You, Mom,
Or
Teddy,
Slick can't pour.
Slick.
Forget about it.
Pam, tell us about your event.
Oh, I brought you a flyer.
Is that sunshine in the flyer?
It is.
Where is the event? What's the date of the event, and where is it being held?
Are you ready?
Yes,
Here, you
go
want
ahead.
that? Oh, good. Sunday, February 28th. We're purposely having it by that point. So many people already have had their second, forget their first, their second shot. We have a lot of assisted living facilities who are involved just for that reason, because so many of their residents have already had their second shot. However, no matter what, we are keeping it socially distant. We really highly encourage masks. We are not selling food or providing drinks at the event because we want to encourage people to wear their masks and to stay safe, stay socially distant. But we do need to raise awareness about what Alzheimer's and dementia is doing in our community to so many of our isolated and socially distant, unfortunate residents, right? So this has been an unfortunate consequence of COVID, which is we have so many people right now who are literally not leaving their houses since March of this past year. And the amount of problems and everything going around with dementia and Alzheimer's is not being talked about. Unfortunately, yes, we all know how serious COVID is, but Alzheimer's and dementia affects over 35% of our population.
Yeah.
We are really in a silver tsunami. This is very specific to our area. And so, yes, we are going to have an event, keep it socially distant, all outdoors, and it's going to be at the Burt Aronson South County Park, which is all the way west of Glades. When you hit an alligator, you found us.
On Glades, you go straight out?
Straight out, past 441. I've actually had people ask me, there's things past 441? I said, yes, there is a huge park, and that's how we can stay socially distant. And we have already, to count, 28 vendors signed up. We hope to have 50. That's our goal. The event is Sunday, February 28th. It is only $20 to go, so I know Wayne's going to be there. And I know that other people are going to be there because we want to, as a community, make sure that we address the needs of those who are living with Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's. $20 to go. A vendor table until February 1st is only $150. And you can have as much space as you want. You could bring 4 tables and put them in a square, put yourself in the middle of it. I don't care what you bring, but you have to bring the tables and the chairs for safety precautions. There will not be food. There will not be beverages sold. We will be providing everybody who comes an Oceans 234 gift card, yay Oceans, a bottle of sanitizer, a mask, as well as a tote bag to hold everything, a banana, a granola bar, and a bottle of water. And the gifts keep coming. People keep asking.
Banana?
A real banana?
A real banana. So you'll have plenty to eat.
Freddie's in for the banana.
I mean, for $20, where else are you gonna get all that?
You know, it's really interesting. Number one, the Alzheimer explosion. We talked about this on Monday, about how Alzheimer's has exploded and the deaths and everything else, and people are not talking about it. And of course, this is the number one. The brain bowl is number one in all of, South Florida. Absolutely. It's just the biggest and the best. And just having these companies come down, because we're turning the tide here. So this is a great cause. Companies come out, you network and everything else. We have a couple of surprises that we want to do. We're thinking about bringing a tent, right? We talked about a 10 by 20.
As long as you don't spike it into the ground. It's at a county park, so you can weight it down, but you
No, we
can't
weight
spike
it down
into
with
the ground.
sand.
Yeah, that's fine.
We weight it down with sand. And there's a 10 and 10, 10 in front, because we came up with an idea to
love
get
ideas.
this to stream live.
That would be
And
so
this has never,
fantastic.
ever been done. We've looked everywhere to see if we could copy or duplicate a formula.
I'm so glad I'm crossing my legs.
Everybody drink. But anyway, but if this thing works,
Pam,
it's
we love you.
It's going to change the way we do business as a production company.
And there's Steve.
Oh,
Good
he just
morning,
finally got the
Steve.
joke.
can't.
Okay.
Hey,
No,
Steve.
no.
Steve, I'm watching
I
you,
got the
Steve.
joke a long time ago.
Yeah, so you know what? And here's the best part. It is a dog-friendly park. It is a pet-friendly park. So we are actually having a pet contest beforehand, and it doesn't cost anything to enter. We're going to announce the winner at the event, and the winner is going to get special prize as well as lots of kudos and bragging rights, of course. And the bottom line is you can bring your pets. It's going to be a beautiful day. I checked with God. The weather's going to be gorgeous. And we're going to have a great day with pets and shopping, all outdoors, spending money to raise money for Alzheimer's and to raise awareness about what's going on in our community regarding it.
And the $20,
How much better can you get?
But I want to make the $20 goes back to the Brain Bowl, which helps support all of these
It's
amazing foundations.
100% deductible donation, and we cannot begin to believe how absolutely supportive so many people have been in our community. The sponsors, the vendors, the exhibitors, everybody. And I think this is going to be a great day. We're actually thinking of doing it twice this year. This might not be the only time we do it. We usually only have one event, one big event. We might actually hold this twice. So we're really excited. And vendor prices are only $150 until February 1st. Then the price is going to double. So we encourage everyone to get their money in and show their support early. And bring your dogs. Come out. Have a wonderful day. We have a wallaby, a horse, and today somebody entered. Thank you so much, Kim Champion. Her alpaca.
What's
an alpaca?
She has an alpaca?
She has, it's a type of llama.
She lives with a llama?
Yes.
Can I bring my cat?
So you don't have to save your llama. You can still bring it in.
Casper?
Casper's 30 pounds.
You can enter your cat.
What?
100%. Your
I
cat is
have a-
30 pounds.
I
We
got a
actually
30-pound cat.
have a cat that was actually entered. Does not have a tail, and the cat's name is Taylor, the tailless cat. Yeah, I think that's right. So Arnie Cohen with Sunshine Placement. Thank you for your entry. And yeah, we have a kangaroo entered.
A kangaroo.
Yeah, it's actually a wallaby to be technical.
A wallaby and a kangaroo are two different worlds.
Yeah, well, it's a wallaby.
It's a wallaby.
It's a wallaby.
It
I
lives
want to
in-
be a wallaby.
Oh, I don't want to forget Pickles, the pygmy pig, is also in the contest. That's very rough competition. Get it? Rough? Ha ha. Rough, rough. Okay. So we
Steve,
definitely
meet
want you to
Pam.
enter.
Steve, me Pam, Pam, me Steve.
Pam, you and I are going to really get along. I can see that.
I think this is our fourth Brain Bowl we're covering, isn't it?
The fourth, yes.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you,
It's my number 7 though. Lucky number 7.
Wow.
Spectacular, spectacular. There is no event like the Brain Bowl. And when you had it at the country club, I'm gonna tell you something. That was a new first. And there should be a statue commended to the amount of work that you do to make this thing happen.
I don't think there's
Nobody
enough
understands.
cement to cover my boobs.
Tell Mark, we should have a statue erected for your wife.
Yes.
I think he'll stop once he hears the word erected.
I knew
Yeah.
I needed a better choice of words.
Yes, I was just going to say.
And as you can see, this is how we roll.
I mean, it is an adult show. Yes, we're drinking adult beverages. So if your
Yes.
small children are listening,
There's
I'm so
no
sorry.
fun without Pamela in the house.
But I think it'll be a whole
What-
lot of fun. Somebody to
Well,
bring you
you know
and
what?
cash.
People forget fundraiser starts with fun. And that's what I'm trying to do is yes, as serious of a cause as this is, we want people to have a good time because we want you to come back and we want you to contribute again and again. And we want you to feel good about what you're doing, which is really helping yourself in our community. Everybody has a reason to end Alzheimer's right now in South Florida because unfortunately as taxpayers, we're all going to be paying the bill for this.
Yes.
So today's the day. Let's make it happen.
Very cool.
www.brainbowlevents.org.
February 28th, Sunday. Is there a rain out there? If it does, perhaps rain.
You know what? We're in Florida. We live in paradise. Give it 10 minutes, it'll stop raining.
Okay.
So fog, rain, come on. And
It
in
doesn't
February?
matter. We'll have a bikini party if it starts to rain.
Oh, well, I was going to say a wet dog contest, but that's okay. All right.
Or T-shirt.
Wet dog t-shirt
A
contest?
wet t-shirt
Yeah.
contest. I'm on it.
Wet dog t-shirt
I
contest.
bet you'll come down for that, Mr. Gubba.
Freddie and Don, I want to congratulate you on the conversion of AMP TV into the Playboy channel. Thank you for having me. And Pam, we owe it all to you. Really, we do. Thank you so much.
They call me the hustler for a reason.
This is Pam, this is Pam on a quiet day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had lunch today. I'm feeling mellow.
Have a drink. I think we can arrange that.
But every year you raise so much money and so much awareness for all of these amazing organizations for Alzheimer's.
100%. And we're joking, but you know what? It is huge in our community. So again, we want to, and honestly, we can't do it without Dawn and Freddie. I mean, you guys have been the most amazing partners, being the production team for us for the last 4 years. I remember coming to you and saying, nobody can hear what our speakers are saying. And you were like, we're going to fix that.
I remember
and
you
then I
came
said,
to me.
they can't see our speakers. And he said, we're going to fix that. So I am so grateful to the Brooklyn Cafe. Freddie and Dawn, you guys, you rock.
Well, I can tell you the
So-
one thing you always do is you challenge Freddie every year to
Every
another
year.
level. The first year
Every
he went,
year.
he says to me, I can't believe you said yes to Pam on this. And I said, well, why not? The stage is only in the middle of the room, and we only have to run wires across 1,200 people to opposite sides of a country club. Is there a problem? And he went, I can't believe you said
I
yes.
remember that. We bought-
And then this year it's at a park with no electric and no internet. And he says to me, we're doing it. I didn't say yes, and you said to me,
So
we're
I
doing it.
was told there are, well, you got to come see the park, but there are like underneath the pavilion where we're meeting, the Sunset Pavilion, there are, what do they call those things?
Outlets?
Outlets, yes. Thank you. There's
Sounds
outlets. Sounds like, Steve, oh my God, we're doing the Carol Burnett show now. Okay, so if you don't get that joke, I'm so sorry. You're not old enough for me.
But is it near the pavilion?
It's in the, it's right, we're using the Sunset Pavilion.
Oh, so there's power.
So
Okay,
there is
that takes out
power.
the 3 generators I was buying, but okay.
Okay. Well, but I don't know, Freddie. Like, we're doing registration under that pavilion, and there's going to be people, so I'm not so sure you should give
Spaghetti-wise.
up on those generators
Well, I'm going
yet.
to tell you something. We're going to get this done. And I may even fly my son in for this one. Because
I'm bringing my
may
son
need-
in.
Well, my son, if he comes, is usually because this is a challenge. I mean, in the industry, you want to be able to do these things. And because of your events, we have upped the game every year because of Pam. And we are here because we wanted to meet her challenges and get things. I mean, you put on some show, man. 4 screens and video. And
Well,
the
it's not
big
going to be like
stage.
that this year, obviously. We have to be cognizant of what we're doing, and we are being very careful to be very, very cautious with people. We don't want anybody too close together. We don't want to have any congregating. We're not going to have speeches because we really want people to wear masks, stay socially distant. Health is obviously the first and foremost concern for us. We do not want to have a super spreader. We are going to try our very best to keep everyone safe. But as I told Dawn, listen, I'm not pizza. I can't make everyone happy. So we do understand this may not be the event for everyone, but for those who do want to come or bring their pets or their children, we're going to do our very best to keep you safe. And we want this to be a great day, a beautiful event, and we're going to do everything we can to make that happen.
Very cool.
So.
Wayne, I'm sure you're going to be there.
Yeah, definitely. We'll get.
Well, I
table.
just told him he is.
We'll be there. Might bring our dog.
Bring your dog. Wayne will be there. I'm sure summer will be a great event to spotlight Capistara and.
And we
even
just got
Lost
the
Harbor.
green light. We're going to have adoptions. So we
Pet
we
adoptions.
just yes.
Not children, pets.
No. Well, if you want my kids, but no. So yeah, pet adopt. I don't want to give away my kids. They're going to help me run this thing. But pet adoptions. We're going to have people come out and hopefully maybe bring a new home. The idea being every year we do a different theme. Last year we talked about children being caregivers for those with Alzheimer's, which has become unfortunately increasingly a reality. And this year we're talking about how pets have really helped those who are socially distant deal with their emotional needs and live with Alzheimer's and dementia. So we really want to help those in our community who are doing pet adoptions. And we have a lot of pet vendors. We have such an eclectic group of people coming to this event this year. It's going to be interesting. So whatever your interests are, we've got you covered. I'm going to tell you. So that's it.
And Steve, if you can't make it, maybe one of your distributors or maybe the lady, someone else can help.
We can always we can always arrange for Gwyneth to man the tasting table, and I think it would be a great idea if Boca Liquors might want to participate as well. That would help things out. Just to make sure we're doing everything the right way.
Agreed.
If they're involved, could be happy to be involved. I'm sure it'd be great to work with Summer. We could have a great table going. It'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be a whole lot of fun.
We got to get our Gubba shirts for the event.
Oh yeah, I want a Gubba shirt.
I'm telling you.
I've got
Yeah,
the
I want
Gubbas.
one.
It's
He's
a
got
club.
the Gubbas, Freddie.
You
I've
got
got
a
the
Gubbas.
Gubbas. Oh my God, that's what my shirt should say. I've got the
Pam,
Gubbas.
we're designing.
That's what
we knew
we're
it-
talking about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pam, we knew you were going to be on the show today. And we are designing a very special shirt just for you.
Oh, I can't wait. This is going to be
It's
fun.
like
Like this.
it's like
Skin on
Queen
a
for a
grape,
Day
baby.
used to be. You know, it'd be great.
Well, we
Always
rough
for you,
you.
Freddie.
Get it? Rough you.
She rushed you.
And we hope to make this a wonderful day. And again, Dawn and Freddie, you are the best. We cannot do any of these things without you.
Oh, well,
So
thank you.
we're so excited to include your involvement.
I'm looking at our set. I'm looking at all these red Solo cups. Kids, do not try this at home, is all I can tell you. Right, tune in tomorrow for all the things that you should be tuning into on our Kids Television Network.
You keep talking.
Keep talking. I got 2. I looked at the set right now. I've got 2. You guys have a few more than I do.
How many do you
I have
have,
one.
Wayne?
I have one.
Wayne only has 1.
I had one drink.
I've never seen Wayne smile so big.
Oh, yeah, he smiles every Friday.
Yeah.
When does beer pong start?
In about 15
Slick,
minutes.
we should do a beer pong show.
Oh, good.
Right now, it's kind of like, we have to social distance. The beer pong is kind of
You
thinking
can
about
beer
it.
pong without being close to one another.
Pam's a
True,
gator.
but
She-
you gotta
Oh my
take-
gosh, I got an award in it. Are you kidding?
I love that and flip cup. That used to be my
Flip cup,
Flip
uh-huh.
cup. Yeah.
After hours flip cup at the Brooklyn Cafe.
Yes, I
show.
know
There
flip
you
cup.
go. As soon as it's 5
I have 4
o'clock.
degrees. One of them, unfortunately, was definitely in alcohol. Okay.
Beer pong.
Steve, how's Monty?
Monty is great. I tried to reach him a couple times earlier in the week. Couldn't get him, but we will get him. We have some things we want to talk over with Monty.
Where is Monty?
With Ocean's Liquor, and I'm sure Steve saw these, which would be a great branding for Gubba. Do one for rum, do one for vodka. I think that would be great. Maybe the Moscow Mule for vodka, and I don't know which one
Yes.
you can come up with for the Gubba.
I have University of Florida Moscow Mule copper mugs. I'm happy to donate.
Then you will love these cocktail kits, these virtual cocktail kits.
I love
Yeah, I
Moscow
saw-
Mules.
Dawn, I saw the cocktail kits earlier in the week. I thought they were great. We'll definitely giving serious thought to that. Looks like
Got
a
to
great
get
idea.
with Jeff from Promo Stuff for You. The gin and tonic. I was
Yeah.
thinking you for this one also, Summer. I think that would be a great one. Yeah. And this was the old fashioned. Can you maybe old fashioned with rum? Maybe.
You could.
I think you
Absolutely.
could probably
Why not?
put
A
the
good
vodka of your
dark rum?
choice in these. I mean the alcohol of your choice. The vodka of your choice. Tracy keeps pouring for me, is all I can tell you. And you're just leaving me out
I'm
here.
not saying nothing. I'm not doing nothing.
But you're excited about this. You gave me a whole list of equipment.
I'm reading Brainbowl. What?
A whole list of equipment that we kind of keep doing this. February
Yes.
20. How do people reach you for more information to get involved? Tickets, vendor booths?
So everything is on our website, www.brainbowlevents.org. Brain, like the brain, events, Brain Bowl events, BOWL events.org. And if you notice when you go on there, that is my dog Sunshine. So she's now she is the deputy marshal of the, grand marshal. By the way, she had her bar mitzvah. So if we could take a second and wish, happy 13th birthday to Sunshine. We're inviting everybody to come. This is basically, I'm doing this for her. It's going to be a big party for Sunshine's 13th birthday.
Welcome
You don't
to
even have to
Boca.
wear a kippah, Freddie.
You know the what?
You don't have to wear a kippah. A yarmulke?
A yarmulke.
It's her
A
bar
yarmulke?
mitzvah.
The bark
It's like what
You
the
don't wear
Pope
that?
wears, Freddie.
You don't wear that at the bar mitzvah?
You don't
It's for
have
the
to wear
dog.
it at her bar mitzvah. We're open to people not.
I wear it if you want me to wear it.
You don't even have to wear the talit, the prayer shawl. I'm all good.
The who?
Pam, will it be an open,
What?
will it be an open bar, Pam? That's the important question.
Afterwards. We have actually,
good.
so I've got lots of things, right? If your child is at home and needs volunteer hours, we can give them to them. We will have them wearing masks, doing our best to keep them socially distant and safe, but we definitely need high school students to come and help us with the community hours. I know there's not a lot of events going on. There's not a lot of ways for them to earn those hours. I'm happy to provide them lots of community service hours. Have them contact me. If you're a vendor, you're looking to make money, I don't care what your business is, I'm happy, within reason. I'm happy to help you with that. We want you to have exposure at the Brain Bowl. We've purposely made tables very low. The space is extremely affordable, $150 for the whole day. And sponsorships, again, very, very reasonable sponsorships are still available. We need your support. We can't keep going unless we have the support of the community. So brainbowlevents.org, and it's Sunday, February 28th from 11 to 2.
Save the date. We
Let's
will be
bark
there.
to end Alzheimer's.
We will be there. Slick, you're going to be there? I know Teddy's going to be there. Val's going to be at NASCAR. We got to see if we can get Chenza the day off. See if we can get Giovanni in.
Yes, I'm going to fly Giovanni in for this one.
Freddie says, I'm going to be here running everything virtually. I went, really? And who's setting up the generators and the tent and the lights and the equipment? Me and
Not
Teddy?
me and you, that's for sure.
I thought it was a loaded question. I didn't know how she wanted me to answer. Of course I'm going to be there.
Especially now that you're waiting the tent?
Of course.
So
Slick.
we're happy that you
Slick,
guys are
when
going to be
doing
there.
on Sunday, February 28th? There you go.
Wow.
I'm giving Freddie a headache already.
But you know what?
It's a challenge.
But she always challenges you, and that's how you
went
grow.
we went over it, and there's no reason that it shouldn't work. So we're going to try something like everything else. and
You
see
know,
what
you know the secret key to any good relationship is keeping it fresh, Freddie. I'm just keeping it fresh for you, baby.
You ain't lying. I'm
I am.
dying to see
I'm
what you're
holding
going to
it.
do next year.
I can't even think past this right now. Every year I say I can't think past this, and then I go, oh wait, I have an idea.
And
But
every
it's
year
always
it
a
gets
great
bigger.
idea. Wayne keeps laughing.
And Wayne was the one when we went to the last one. He's the one when you first walked in. It was him.
I was volunteering. I was helping selling the raffle tickets. And
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Good,
I said,
great
Wayne.
event. Great event.
And you know, we do, I want to repeat it. We know this is not for everybody. We don't want anybody to come who's not going to feel completely comfortable. We know in these unprecedented times, if you want to show us support, we accept donations. We understand you might need to stay home for this one. We get it. This is not for everybody. However, if you're so inclined, we want you. And if you just want to give a donation, I shouldn't say just, if you want to give a donation, we appreciate that so much too. www.brainbowlevents.org. We can't do this without volunteers and community support like Wayne and everybody else who's always supported us, and we are very, very grateful for that.
Well, we're going to try to push this on so that you can actually see it. And I can put however you want for people to make donations that are watching. There's a lot of different ways that we can cut this cat. And if it works,
I wouldn't say cut the cat. There's a pet contest going on. People may not like that.
it's not to cut the cat. You know what I mean.
Where to I come. Know what
but,
you mean.
But if this thing works, you'll be able to.
Don't worry, Freddie. I think
do all
you're
sorts of things.
perfect.
Steve, we will introduce you to Pam. Summer, you're going to see, it's a good day to come, everybody.
Yeah, it's a good friend to know right over there.
What we always do, as I say, we walk the walk, we talk the talk, and we provide networking opportunities for everyone. But truly, in our hearts, we do it all. I just put my plan in place with Wayne on Monday, so that is now taken care of. We've had an opportunity to have a creamsicle with Capistara. What did she call this? Dark and stormy.
Dark and stormy.
A little bit of Gubba Gold with some Sprite, so we've got that. We're going to be working with the Brain Bowl about spreading more awareness to Alzheimer's in our community, which has affected my family. It has affected many families. The one statistic that always sticks in my mind, they said for every person with Alzheimer's, it affects at least 19 others. And it grows because it's even bigger and bigger than that, especially now during this pandemic. The increase of people that have passed away from Alzheimer's and dementia is even greater. And even if it's undiagnosed, if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, you know what it is.
A duck.
You know there's a thing called
dementia, you don't
COVID.
always need to diagnose what it is to know what it is.
You know there's now a thing called COVID dementia. That COVID and isolationism has now caused a whole other brand of dementia, and they're calling it COVID dementia because people are so socially isolated that people who normally would not manifest signs of dementia are now showing signs of having dementia.
I'm sure. So come out, support this incredible event, support our sponsors. We can always give you any contact you need. Just always give us a call, 888-994-4995. Yes? Okay, I heard the phone ringing. We're getting ready for the Florida Love Show coming to you live at 3 o'clock. Editor's Desk at 2:30 with Brenda Warren. Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe. It's beautiful outside, and we will see you.
Hold on a second. What do you got?
Oh, all right. Bring her over. Oh, and there's Brenda from the Editor's Desk. Does she want to chat, or is she getting ready to go on her show? Yes? Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Dawn. Hi, Freddie. Hi, crew. How's everybody doing?
We're just getting ready to go set up your show. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I've been so busy in classes, I haven't been able to call in, but I've been watching the replays. I've been really enjoying them, and I miss you guys.
We miss you, too. One day we're going to get you in studio.
I'm dying to come down there to Florida again because, I was just thinking I have been locked in my house for an entire year since March 13th last year.
Amazing. And we have worked with Brenda, and we've grown the editor's desk, and she's written a book, and she's come up with classes, all of this from her home.
And she's on today at what time?
And she's on today at 2:30.
2:30.
Who are you interviewing today, Brenda? Who do you have on your show?
Today I have Sabrina Prioli. She is a survivor of the Sudan war. She was unfortunately raped during that time, and she now helps other women that have dealt with that. And we also have Miss Tanya Crombie, who is an author and helps kids with anxiety.
Awesome. All very needed. Pam, you should expand this to kids with anxiety.
Maybe that'll be our theme next year.
Because what it has done to our children is
horrifying.
It really is. On every age and every level, the anxiety for our kids and the panic.
Number one state in the country is Arizona for children's death from the virus. Did you see the special this morning? It is outrageous is what's happening down there.
Wow.
Outrageous. It's just
Everything you
saddest
do every day always has a ripple effect. From education not being what it has been. I mean, think about what it's going to be like in 5 years from now for these kids who have not had the ability to be educated properly. What that's going to mean for our society on a whole.
It is a huge
So
ripple effect.
everything is a ripple effect.
Well, Brenda, we love that you called in. We're going to go get your board set up. Tune in today at 2:30 to the editor's desk with Brenda Warren. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Please always support our sponsors. We will get you all of their contact information. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
Sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna say and craters, open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche, helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors, just a ray of light.